Shout out to Alana Trotman over in the UK for sending me this story right here. And y'all can see for yourself on your screen what this is talking about right here. British government to compensate people who suffer from extreme Wuvid19 vaccine side effects with payments of up to £120,000 under existing scheme for common jabs. I think the biggest thing we have to ask here is, yeah, that's nice and all that they want to compensate these people who have these side effects. But the thing is, all that money that they're getting is not going to take the side effects away. And how long are those side effects going to last? You got to think also, people who have contracted the Wuvid19 already, some of them still have side effects from even after they recover. So now you're going to tack on even more side effects from this vaccine that's completely foreign to them. Right. And what if they end up dying? Then what? Let's get into it. And then got the nerve to question why Letitia Wright posted up what she posted on her Twitter account the other day. The government will compensate anyone who suffers severe side effects due to the Wuvid19 vaccine with payments of up to £120,000. The jab has been added to the vaccine damage payment scheme, which was created in 1979 to assure the public about the safety of vaccines to prevent illnesses such as measles, influenza, smallpox, and tetanus. The Department of Health said last night that Wuvid19 vaccines will be added to the scheme as a precautionary step, even though the treatments will only be deployed after stringent checks. Scientists have fast-tracked the development of Wuvid19 vaccines, prompting fears about their safety, with drug companies seeking indemnities from government ahead of the deployment. Britain's VDPS was set up in 1979 and covers victims of side effects caused by common vaccines such as those against measles, influenza, smallpox, and tetanus. In 2009, the vaccine against the H1N1 swine flu was also briefly added to the list. Under the scheme, individuals are entitled to a lump sum capped at £120,000 if they can prove to have been seriously disabled as a result of a vaccination. The scheme is meant to dissuade people from seeking compensation through lengthy and costly court proceedings, but has been criticized for the cap and its restrictive conditions. I wonder what that's going to do for their economy, because how much you want to bet people are going to, quote unquote, take this vaccine, and then some of them probably going to fake it, that they have these side effects just to get paid. I can see so many scammers coming from this. But then at the same time, they can get, it'll be mixed up with the people who actually are suffering from side effects from the vaccine. Duncan Fairgrieve to the British Institute of International and Comparative Law. The current scheme is not really adequate for the current situation. If adverse events occur, the route to compensation is too complicated. It would be much better if the government set up a bespoke scheme for Wuvid19. Britain said it would continue to monitor the safety of Pfizer and BioNTech's vaccine after the country on Wednesday became the first in the Western world to approve a Wuvid19 vaccine. The emergency use of authorization does not include liabilities, however, unlike a conditional approval granted by the European Union. According to the Department of Health, no safety concerns have been reported in vaccines authorized for use following rigorous clinical trials involving tens of thousands of people and extensive analysis of the vaccine safety, quality, and effectiveness by experts from the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, also known as the MHRA. Pfizer and BioNTech's vaccine is now the first Wuvid19 vaccine to be authorized for the use in the UK, and the MHRA will keep safety under continual review. Deputy Chief Medical Officer for England Professor Jonathan Van Tam said, "We are extremely confident in the effectiveness and safety of our immunization programs. We will not be rolling out a Wuvid19 vaccine unless it has met robust standards of safety, effectiveness, and quality and authorized for use by the medicines regulator, the MHRA. The UK has one of the most comprehensive immunization programs in the world, and sensible routine precautions such as these form a huge part of our global leading standards in safety." According to the details of the scheme, someone eligible for the £125,000 tax-free payment will have had to suffer at least a 60% disability Did you hear that? They said in order for them to qualify to get that tax-free payment of £120,000, the person had to have suffered at least a 60% disability. That's over half. And they have to prove that. They probably doing that to keep the scammers away, but what if someone ends up dying? Like, what if they go all the way 100% and they dead? Like, what is that going to do? Are you going to still give it to them, or is it going to go to their next of kin? Victims will have to make a claim and show on the balance of probabilities that there is a causal link between the vaccine and their disability. Claims will have to be made through the Department of Work and Pensions. Yeah, I don't see how that's going to go. And you know what's so crazy? Like I said, there's always a domino effect somewhere. What happens in one place will eventually trickle down into another location. I can see it happening. This is just amazing. So this, like, they just want to pay money to people. It's like I said, effectively, it's like they're paying people to take this vaccine. And the fact that they even have to do this shows that they don't even have confidence, in my opinion, that their vaccine will work. Like I said, the strain of Wuvid19 that we got back in March is a different strain than we have currently in present day. Like, it's mutated over time. So you got to think of all the different type of vaccines you'll have to come out with to combat this one. Because you couldn't give a vaccine to whatever was going on back in March for what's going on now in December. Because that's like suicide right there. You're giving them a bad batch of a drug. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of payouts coming soon. And Alana, if you are out there listening right now, can you please keep me updated on this? Because I would like to know how many people will have gone to get their payment. Because I know people are going to be lined up to try to get this. And how much they have paid out, say, within a month's time. As far as with them starting with these tax-free payments. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.